Hahnemannian classification of diseases. We are not going go in detail about this Hahnemannian classification of diseases now, but we only discuss about how the different type of diseases the repertory is useful, or repertorization helps to find out the proper remedy. So in detail the classification of diseases we will go discuss in case taking. So in indisposition, there is a slight alteration in diet and regimen will usually suffice to dispel such an indisposition. So there is no need of any medical aid, and hence repertorization is not required. So in indisposition, in case of indisposition, there is, if we slightly altered, we make alterations in the diet and regimen of the patient, then the it will helpful for us to cure the patient. So there is no need of any medical aid, any medical treatment, and hence the repertorization is not required in such cases. Then the surgical cases, in the same way, it is purely surgical, then homeopathy, it has limitations in such cases. In purely surgical cases, there is limitations in homeopathy. So the homeopathy doesn't have much scope in such type of cases, or in surgical cases, purely indicated surgical cases. Then dynamic cases. In dynamic diseases, there are acute diseases and chronic diseases. In acute diseases, repertories suited for acute diseases. Which repertories we usually use in case of acute diseases? So the repertory of antisoric medicines by Dr. Boni Hussain, then Boger's synoptic key, then Boni Hussein's characteristics and repertory, then Fatak's repertory. All clinical repertories and general repertories also can be used. So especially in acute cases, in acute diseases, we use for reference in acute diseases when the patient is or the sufferings are acute, and the intensity is much in acute condition. So at that time we are not going to repertorize the case, we are not wasting our time in repertorization, because the patient's condition may get worsened. So we can find out the similimum in short time, we can find out the medicine, indicated medicine to relieve the patient from his acute state. So in such condition we refer the repertories to find out the similimum. So these repertories are used in acute disease condition. Then epidemic diseases. In epidemic diseases, it is given in our Organon of Medicine, which is written by Dr. Hahnemann, from aphorism number 100 to aphorism number 103. He explained how we should take the case or how we should treat the epidemic, how we should homeopathically treat the epidemic diseases. Then totality consists of general peculiarities plus special symptoms. In these epidemic cases, we find out the genus epidemicus. Means what is genus epidemicus? Anyone? Yes? Yes? Speak loudly. Yes? Yes, what is
Can
genus?
applied to
Huh? Yes, Zeba.
one single remedy can be applied to the disease.
One single remedy. According to the principles of homeopathy, we use single dose, single medicine, single dose, minimum potency, minimum repetition. Then how it differ from epidemic disease condition?
Ma'am,
It can be
medicine used
applied
for
to every
communicable
time.
diseases.
Yes, Nandini.
Medic Ma'am, medicine used for communicable diseases.
Yes. Genus epidemicus means when there is the same suffering is found in community. In, for example, nowadays there is the spread of COVID. So in such case, in such disease condition, we take the common symptoms in first stage, we take the common symptoms in second stage, in severe condition, and so we find out the we make the totality, common totality. Suppose there are 10 people which are suffering from any common condition, then we take the common symptoms from those patients, all we take history of all patients and we find out the common symptoms from all these patients, and then we match the common totality to the medicinal totality, and then this is the medicine which we found is nothing but the genus epidemicus, or the medicine it is also useful to prevent the disease condition, as like arsenic album nowadays. It was very much useful in the society, as well as for different stages of corona virus infection. It was differently the medicine, different medicines are selected in different stages. So in the same way, totality of the epidemic disease, not only it consists of common symptoms, but it consists of general peculiarities plus special symptoms. Other than general peculiarity of the disease, each and every patient have his own special symptoms. So while constructing totality of each patient, if the patient is suffering from the same disease but then also he is having his own special symptoms, then we consider all those symptoms, all the total symptoms, and then we find out the similar. For example, in an epidemic of gastroenteritis, Bell's diarrhea, this repertory is useful. In epidemic of fever, repertory of intermittent fever, that is W.A. Allen's repertory of intermittent fever, then H.C. Allen's therapeutics of fever, then Connelly's repertory of typhoid fever, then Edwards repertory of scarlet fever. So in this way, in epidemic cases, these or such type of repertories are indicated. Then chronic diseases. In chronic diseases, totality should include the state of disposition, mind, and the totality of symptom. So, especially while treating the chronic disease, we should consider the person as a whole. We should take all details about his mental general, his physical general, his characteristic particular, and then we should find out his state of disposition, then we should find out the proper totality, because in chronic diseases, the chronic cases, we have to repertorize properly, and for proper repertorization all these things are very much important. So in chronic diseases, which repertory we used? All general repertories can be utilized for the fully developed dynamic chronic diseases. Which are general repertories? We discussed about general repertory. We see the classification of repertories. In that general repertories, we discuss about which are the examples of general repertories. Yes. Komal More. Yes, Komal. Yes, which are general repertories? Slowly, Shraddha. Yes. Yes. You are not audible, Yuga.
Ma'am, based on deductive logic or inductive logic.
Yes, the repertories which are based on inductive logic and deductive logic. So these are the general repertories. So especially for repertorizing the chronic cases, we use these type of general repertories. Then non-miasmatic chronic disease. So it was given in aphorism number 94 in Organon of Medicine that while inquiring into the state of chronic diseases, the particular circumstances of the patient with regard to his ordinary occupations, his usual mode of living and diet, his domestic situation, and so forth, must be well considered. So, when we treating the chronic state of the patient, chronic state of the disease, then we should consider all the circumstances of the patient related to his occupation, his usual mode of living and diet, his domestic situation, because many times when we make slight changes in these things in his because many times his condition, his chronic state is maybe due to his occupation, maybe due to his mode of living, his diet, and we made in slight changes in his mode of living, in his dietary pattern, in his daily routine, then he may feel better easily and we can able to cure patient with less efforts. So especially in chronic disease, all these circumstances, they are very much helpful. Then which repertories we used for the occupational diseases? So occupational diseases, they are mainly cancer, respiratory diseases, or chronic illnesses. So they are treated according to many times we treat these conditions if we cannot find the specific symptoms, we only get the common symptoms related to disease, then we use the clinical repertory like Clark's clinical repertory, Nair's clinical repertory, Borik's clinical repertory, and if we get the proper symptoms, then we use the latest general repertories, that is synthesis repertory, Murphy's repertory, complete repertory. These repertories are very much elaborated and explained very well. So these repertories are used for such type of chronic cases. Then bad hygiene, excess indulgence and deficiency disorder. For these conditions, repertories used are all general repertories under generalities chapter has a lot of rubrics related to this. Means, for example, deficiency disorder in Kent repertory, there is rubric anemia. In other repertories also we found such rubrics related to deficiency disorder or bad hygiene or excess indulgence, directly we found the rubrics, such type of rubrics in the repertory, especially under generalities in Kent repertory. Then Borik's repertory, then Nair repertory. So these repertories are useful for such type of cases. Then rubrics, they have also given the examples like rubric like Pellagra. It is found in Clark's repertory, Phatak's repertory, and latest repertories. Then generalities of Kent repertory. There in Kent repertory there is different sections. In that there is one generality section, and in this generality section there is rubrics with name, that is abuse of iron, quinine, sulfur, mercury, such type of rubrics in generality section of Kent repertory we found. Also, we find many other useful rubrics related to these conditions. Then intermittent diseases. This is given in from aphorism number 231 to aphorism number 244. Repertory related to febrile intermittent diseases. So for intermittent diseases, these repertories are useful. Bogar-Bonning-Hussein's characteristic repertory. In this repertory, the fever section, the fever chapter, it is too much elaborate and very well explained section in BBCR. So in intermittent diseases, especially febrile intermittent diseases, BBCR is very good choice to find out the simillimum. Then repertory of intermittent fever, which is written by W.A. Allen, it is also useful. Then H.C. Allen's Therapeutics of Fever, then Bonning-Hussein's repertory of intermittent fever. These repertories are useful for intermittent diseases, especially related to febrile intermittent diseases. Then repertory related to afebrile intermittent diseases. Which are the afebrile diseases? So they have given, for example, migraine. So repertory related to migraine are repertory of headache, which is written by Nitbai. Then Seiju's repertory of migraine and other headache concomitants. So these are the repertories which are related to, these are the example of repertories which are related to afebrile intermittent diseases. So they have given the example of migraine. In that, in the same way, related to other afebrile intermittent diseases, there are different repertories. Then one-sided diseases, it is given in Organon from aphorism number 172 up to aphorism number 184. So the diseases where only few symptoms are seen in the case. It can be of purely mental or physical diseases. The one-sidedness can be due to the following reason. Mainly advancement of pathology in an incurable state and due to suppression. First tell me what is one-sided diseases? Yes? What is one-sided diseases? So these are the diseases in which the disease is present since
Only have few symptoms.
Yes.
So only have one few symptoms.
Yes, yes. Yes, Siddhi. Siddhi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is one-sided diseases?
Diseases which have one or few symptoms.
Yes, as the disease condition is too prolonged, it is the patient is suffering from a long period. The symptoms we found in such cases, the pathology was too much advanced, and in such cases we found only one, two, or only few symptoms, and we cannot get any other than these symptoms. So such type of cases, which repertories we should use? So in such cases, in one-sided diseases, we should use general clinical repertories. In such cases, the clinical repertories, any type of clinical repertories, they are helpful because according to the clinical condition, the pathology was too much advanced and we cannot get the proper details of the patient. So in such cases, we use the clinical repertory and we find out the similimum or nearly indicated medicine, nearly indicated group of medicines with the pathological or clinical condition. So in these repertories, in clinical repertories, there is the rubrics or the pathological conditions